Hi, it's Mike again, and it's still the 7th of February, but we are on Chapter 2 of the Learn Google Earth Studio. This one is the official Earth Studio help, and I've prepared a slide here because this is a bit of a talking thing as well, in that notice that there's some twigs or a small branch, one tree and a forest, and negotiating, and it is quite brilliant. Earth Studio official help is hard going. I'm not going to lie, it's hard going. So the 5 bullet points are: get help from wherever you can find it. People like me, the forum, official help. And I'll tell you how it works. Read or watch more than one source. The chances are that not only learning should be easy, fast and accessible, but it should be a pleasure and it should be easy. When I say read or watch more than one source, if you find videos from me you like, great, watch them. If the official help is the best place for you, great. If you're just searching YouTube and you find someone else making videos, that is fine. Honestly, whatever is going to be the best for you. So in the official help, bottom line, there is so much to read, and I will demonstrate this. So just going back to this other one, ask a question on any help, any forum, any video, if you are unsure. And the gold standard is people will reply. And I hope 99.99% will actually reply. So let's just get a little bit deeper into an example. I will show you in a moment the Google Earth Studio frequently asked questions. This isn't all of it, but if you scroll down on the web page I'm about to show you, there are 530 words there. I would ask this question of yourself. How do you learn best? Do you learn best by reading, looking at words, looking at nice pictures or diagrams, or watching a video? We know that YouTube is huge through watching videos and hopefully listening to people, especially the visuals. So just on that one page, 530 words, this video is about learning to find help, shall we say, because sometimes help is absolutely buried. And the people who wrote the official help, fantastic, great job, excellent resource. This one tiny example I've got mid-screen. As a general rule, 3D city data looks best when viewed from a camera tilt angle between 40 and 60 degrees. This is the closest match to how the imagery was originally captured from low altitude planes. I took weeks and weeks and weeks before I saw that 40 to 60, midpoint 50 degrees. Getting tilt at 50 is a really good tip. Another good tip on the bottom here is Earth Google Studio Docs, and also Control F find search on a page. Let me show you a couple of examples here, because I don't want to spend a few bits of time here, because I am making this help video series simply because I want to learn and excited about Google Earth Studio, but also I want as many people to learn it, because that's really nice, because we can all share. So this is the official one, and just as an idea, just going back to the other one, when I say the other one, I'm sorry, it's this one here, is that if you go into, before you actually get signed in, the public facing page, you've got this page here, and then when you go on it, you scroll down, it tells you all about it. I'm not going to go into that, but this is where the frequently asked questions are. Now they are pretty small, and you know that if you're in Chrome, just for, remember this series is for all ages, all people, use the Chrome zoom and you can get the bigger text on screen. This is the bit that is 530 words on its own. So going back to the official documentation, you can see that there's a ton of things down the left hand side, and each one you scroll on. Sometimes there are little YouTube looping videos which are really short, just looping around, giving you examples to annotate the text and the blue links. Sometimes, and I will give a huge shout out to this one, because the tutorials, oh goodness, end of December I think it was, 50 odd days ago, I started to look at these. Now what you'll find is that although there are 3 very good videos on the page, and I need to be thorough here because this is important, that I've put them on my own playlist on one of my other channels, and I will link to you. You'll notice that the GES Google Earth Studio imagery reel is 7,400 views, great, but it's unlisted. So you're never going to find that video if you search for it on YouTube. Similarly, if you go down to Google Earth, the basics, and I'll just click this, I won't play it as such. I'll just stop there. You can see that it's also unlisted at 22,900. I don't know why it's unlisted. You know, I brought it up with the team. I just thought making it public would be useful. There's a one here which is the easing animations, also unlisted, 8,500 views, and another one here. I thought that's the one I clicked on. It's camera target and multi-view. My point of it is simply that if we go back to, and this is all about, you know, where to find the help, as well as obviously this video series if people do watch it, and that is on the tutorials. You've got Earth Basics video, you've got easing animations video, and you've got camera target and multi-view. The person who made these or narrated them, certainly John, really good, brilliant job, but I've watched them so many different times, and that's why another reason why I'm doing this series, because when you start going through literally a fine tooth comb, I'm not going to lie, I mean, I can read, I'm really quick at reading, I read all the time, but I find it's so hard, especially when you get tired and you've got a passion about wanting to find things, and you just get frustrated, hence the learning curve. And you just take a lot of time, and I mean, look at all this stuff. There's so many brilliant little tips in here, but it's actually hard to find. So that's why I've been through literally a fine tooth comb, and with them getting back to literally finishing this video. Oh, I need to show you this, don't I? Hold on a second. And that is to say, you've got to see literally the wood or the forest from the trees. So if I go back to just as a final thing, some people might not honestly know this, and if you do a Google search, site : a website, it will bring up how many pages it's got. You know, this is a simple Google search, and at the moment, site : without the space, it brings up 345 results in different languages and all sorts of different things. So if I wanted to look at that one about the 40-60 degree tilt angle thing, then you go in and it says best practices, and you can clearly see 40 and 60. If you hit that, then you can come in, and because when I start to read like we all do, I hope if you get lost and you get tired, then the best thing you can do is do now at the moment I'm tired, you know, I shouldn't be tired, but it's 4:10 in a UK afternoon, and although I've just spotted it with my eye, a few minutes ago I didn't. And so if I'm there and thinking, well, I've got the page and I can't find it and I'm tired, then do a Control F or a find. Do you know what? I can't even see it on the top right menu. So what I'll do is I'll do Control F on my keyboard. I will hit, say, this time 60, and you can see that 60 is highlighted in orange and it finds it on the page. So there are tons of ways that you can work. Huge shout out to the team who have made this, but learning, especially for the younger ages, is not so easy when there is tons of reading to look at. So I think I've pretty much covered there. Big moral of the story with this one. I know this video has been going on about 8.5 minutes now, but quite honestly, my tip here is to get help wherever you can find it. Read or watch more than one source, because that verifies and validates what you're finding. And also, not to say that, you know, YouTube videos are any good or any right sometimes. You know, sometimes they're hard and people waffle on, including me. So learning should be fast and easy, and sometimes it's very difficult literally to see the little tiny, I mean, look at this, look, this is great, isn't it? Because you've got, you know, there's a little bud there, and that reminds me of the little yellow scrub bar things in Google Earth Studio, because they're so small, they're only a couple of pixels high. I will get to them in the help videos, and you can do some amazing things. But when you actually step back with your finished animation, shall we say, as Stephen King, the writer, wrote in his On Writing book, he says you spend day after day after day trawling through twigs and trees, but when you step back with the finished book, it's literally a forest. And I think that's a really good example with anything that we make. Like today, I've made quite a few videos to this series, but I've got a list of 50 bits to get through. Hopefully not 50 videos, it's too many, but they're all bite-sized chunks. So look, this has been nearly 10 minutes, so I don't mind if one or two people watch this and actually get something out of learning Earth Studio, which is great. And that's wrong, because that at the top there is 2001. This video, by the way, is 2001, not what was on screen. Doesn't matter. Okay, bye-bye.